So, good afternoon. Welcome to my day zero. My name's Dom. I'm a bartender in Miami, 33 years old, Cuban American, and this is the beginning of my journey to financial freedom. So, I guess a little bit about me. My, like I said, I'm a bartender in Miami, and I've always lived a very sort of fast life. It just comes with a package. Being from Miami, like obviously a lot of nightlife, a lot of partying, and it was a lot of easy money, easy spending of money, and honestly, like not a lot to show for it. Great memories, I cannot complain, but memories aren't paying my bills. So I guess I've had to do like a little bit of soul searching relatively recently now that I'm about to hit my mid 30s, and like ask myself, like, what am I doing with my life? Like, how am I going to set myself up for the future? Like, I'm not rich, I'm not a millionaire, and Miami's just getting more and more expensive with every day. And so the YouTube algorithms have sort of put in my path something that I accidentally did a couple years ago, and that's cash stuffing. That's sort of what I'm hoping is going to be my sort of key, my catalyst into financial freedom and building a savings. Because again, any viewers from Miami that should already know, Miami is getting more and more expensive by the day. It's insane. And so, okay, instead of just sitting in the corner and complaining and being like, oh my god, like this isn't working for me, how I'm not a millionaire, I haven't won the lotto, like how am I gonna combat this? So I, like, that's it, cash stuffing. Like, YouTube threw it in my algorithm, and like heavily I'm like, okay, let's try it. I actually did this accidentally when I first started bartending, and I was working at a job that paid me out in cash. RIP those days, love those places, wish they would come back. And I without even thinking, by accident, I saved 10 G's. It's insane. I guess I'm the kind of person that my money can't be digital, and I'm sure there's a lot of people like that out there, that when your money's on the card, all you do is swipe, swipe, swipe. But when you have cash, it's tactile. Like, you have to really sort of put thought into it. Nowadays, since everything is so digital, it's kind of a mission to go to the bank and to pull out money and to put back money and things like that. So I really do think that cash stuffing is going to be my sort of my catalyst, and it's going to be my, like, sort of my jumping off point to that financial freedom. And so I follow mainly two other cash stuffers. I follow the Aesthetic Dollar, or well, I've watched their videos, the Aesthetic Dollar, and I know for sure I follow the Golden Dollar. And I love the way they do it. I love their setups. I think it's so aesthetic. It's like very pleasing for me, to watch. So I'm going to emulate something like that. But I guess the one thing that I want to do differently is that I don't know what they look like. Not that I need to know what they look like, but I kind of want to put a face to the journey. I'm just like you. I'm just a regular person. I'm not just freshly manicured hands, which I'm sure one day it's going to be like that for me. I'm sure a lot of my videos are going to be in the same way, if not all of them, that sort of face down format. But maybe every so often I'll check in, like I'll talk to people this way and whatnot. And the reason why I'm starting to do this now is because, and like the reason that I'm even recording this or recording my journey, it's because I want something that's going to help me stay accountable. This is for me more of like a video diary. I'm very much looking forward to seeing like where I'm going to be in a year from now, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, to see the change. And this is going to be probably my first before and after. Like, I want this to be the video where like I can look back a year from now and be like, oh, how cute, broke Dom. But yeah, like the reason that it's taken me so long to put this into video is because I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. I'm really scared. And it's for a couple reasons. First and foremost, like I said, I'm not an influencer. I'm just a regular Joe Schmo. out there, and I would really, really, really hate to think that there's people out there that like might find this sort of content cringe, or that they would think that it's weird or things like that. Like my biggest thing that's making me nervous is that I start doing this and I start popping off on this, and then there's somebody in my hometown where, they like sort of side eye you, or like they think that it's cringe. But then I had to tell myself, I'm just like, who cares? At the end of the day, I'm doing this for me, and I'm doing this for you, for the person that maybe is in a very similar situation that I'm in, and they want someone that, they can see start from a day zero, from a literally had nothing. Like, I have my materials coming in, and my binders, and I made my own envelopes, and I made my own cash placeholders, things like that, because I'm literally starting like from day zero. Like, like just to see what happens, also to make it in an aesthetic that suits me, that I really enjoy, that maybe perhaps as time goes on and like you start seeing my materials and things like that, I'll have more stories to tell, as to why I chose the aesthetic that I chose and things like that. So, finally, like, I've given myself permission to do this, because at the end of the day, whatever, it's a video and it's my journey, and this is my diary. I've always wanted to keep a diary, never been able to do it. I've never been able to follow through with it. I don't know if I'm just not a writing person, but whatever. I mean, couple videos, it can't be, not a couple. I mean, we'll see what happens. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I've chat GPT'd this to absolute hell. It's funny because I even like tried to look up scripts, because I'm like, what am I gonna say to the camera? And finally, I remember I did a take, I think last night, and it just didn't feel like me. So I was like, you know what? Screw this. Just get on camera, talk to the camera, and just start. I think that's the craziest thing. It feels very Nike. Just do it. But yeah, and so I mean, I guess enough of my babbling. Because I've got to get back to finishing some of my envelopes and things like that. Because fun fact, I can definitely show you how not to make envelopes, because I've made some that are way too small. Um, but yeah, welcome to day zero. Welcome to day zero of my journey to financial freedom, through cash stuffing and eventually investing, and like, who knows, maybe a year from now I'll finally buy my first house, or things like that. I'm really, really excited for this. I'm really excited to have you follow along and just maybe embark on the same journey as me. So I mean, yeah. Welcome to my channel. I'll figure out the name soon, but yeah, welcome in, and I mean, let's see what happens.